He say, you Blade Runner. Hello and welcome. It's 7:30. It's the 17th day of January 2022. It is about 7:30 in the morning. It's 55 degrees outside, and it looks like it's going to be a sunny, cold, crisp spring morning here in Ventura, California. Obviously, my brain hasn't started working yet, so let's drink some caffeine. As if that's an excuse for why my brain doesn't work. All right, it's time to take a look at what's going on in the tabletop role-playing game news for this week. As you know, we're going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be news, and occasionally an editorial. Tuesday, Thursdays will be reviews, and occasionally GM tips, and that's pretty much going to be the schedule going forward. So what's going on in the world? Well, obviously, the pre-orders for Power Rangers have begun over on the Essence 2.0 Renegade Studios. So if you are a huge fan of the Power Rangers and is excited about the Power Rangers role-playing game as I am, especially since it's Hasbro IP that is not being done by Wizards of the Coast, you can pre-order it now. You can get the PDF immediately, and you'll get the hard copy as soon as it becomes available. I believe it's $55. The complete list of all the playable races for Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse was made available. We went over that. We found some interesting aspects to it. We then went over the complete list of all the 260 monsters, including the monsters that were left out. And now we have a more in-depth look available we're going to go over on a separate vlog. Some of the changes, some of the things that are the same. If there's anything about the changes we actually like, or if we just think that it's just more ridiculousness. But yeah, if you're wanting a complete preview cheat sheet, we will go over that in a separate vlog, but that has become available. Of course, Mordenkainen's will be available in the Dungeons & Dragons Rules expansion gift set that's retailing for $179. That is supposed to be out on the 25th, but who knows if that's actually what's going to happen. But we should look for it. Now, the gift set, of course, also includes 2 books you might already have, Xanthar's and Tasha's. There have been no changes that I'm aware of made to those. So this will just be a reprint with the new art that people have already seen, and apparently a lot of people don't like the new art. I don't know if the new art's going to translate as well over to Xanthar's and Tasha's, or it's just going to be a complete, here it is. Again, the covers are different, though. They are these interesting-looking white covers with a very limited art. It comes with a slipcase that turns into a DM screen. This is a 4-fold DM screen, as opposed to the more common, 2-fold DM screens. 1-fold, middle, another fold. This will have fold, big middle, fold, and then folds together to become, the piece that you would slide into the slipcase. As to whether this DM screen is any more different, better than any other DM screen we've seen, I don't know. I still hear that the one that came with the Wilderness Encounter book set from last year is probably one of the best DM screens that Wizards of the Coast did for 5e. So who knows? Yes, but these are all white, which is an interesting choice for the covers. Because, white's a color that's got to stay clean in the gamer's backpack. I don't know why they went with white. Interesting cover art is much more of, what's the word? Simple. Very simple cover art, which I kind of like. But white is an unusual color choice for why they went with white. Maybe it's just cheaper. And then there has been some confusion of whether the Mordenkainen book will be available separately or not. When it was initially announced, they said, yes, there will be a separate one. And maybe I'm experiencing the Mandela effect here, but I thought they said it would be 2 weeks after Monsters of the Multiverse came out in the expansion box set. So when I originally read the blurb, that is what I said. But then somebody said, no, there's no announcement on Amazon for when the individual Mordenkainen's is. And I was like, no, I'm sure they said. But I went back and checked, and no, yeah, it says sometime. It'll be available sometime in 2022. Maybe. So I either misremembered it or reality shifted. Anyways, yes, there will be a individual of Mordenkainen, so you do not have to buy the gift set if you already have the two, unless you're a completionist or want to see the new artwork or whatever, or think the screen's going to be cool. You can wait and get Mordenkainen's, but it won't be available for a while. So, yeah, if you're in a mad rush to see the new monsters, then you're going to have to buy it. Of course, there are no new monsters. They're monsters you've already seen. Chances are you already have the books that have the monsters in it. All they are is with the new expansions and rules and changes, but you can find those for free online. So unless you really need Xanthers and Tasha's, I'd probably wait till the original book comes out later on this year. Yeah, news, Mordenkainen. Okay, we do know that TSR 3.5's continued to garner more controversy than probably it should. These guys can't seem to step out of their front door without making some mess. Darlene, one of the original artists who have done a lot of work for that company in the past, she has spoken out and says that because of the recent political statements and stuff like that TSR has made, she will no longer want to have anything to do with the product. She says she's not giving them the permission to use the work that she's done and that she doesn't want to be associated with them anymore. Meanwhile, TSR 3.5 claims to have finally released a role-playing game product called Giant Lands, which received a lot of negative response. They also claim that they released another thing, but that nobody saw it because it was so quickly bought out. They say that the reason why you didn't see it was, well, we did a box set, but you didn't see it because it sold out in Canada, so nobody else had a chance. So what game was it? Apparently, they did a Star Frontiers New Genesis First Edition. They claim was already released, and the second edition is under development. However, nobody seems to be able to find the product anywhere, even though TSR 3.5 is claiming that it was a very small limited run released and sold on the DHSM Dungeon Hobby Shop Museum website, and it's no longer available and probably won't be printed. A store page does exist for the box set listing as out of prints, but there's some question about the artwork, whether it actually is showing an actual box set or it's just the magic of Photoshop. I didn't know this. This is just, wow. So again, they claim they made a Star Frontiers New Genesis First Edition box set. It was on the Hobby Shop Dungeon website. It was a limited run. It sold out so quickly, but only in places where they can't confirm it actually sold, like Canada. Which actually, I mean, if you took an extra 5 seconds, you could confirm whether it actually sold or not. You would just have to show the receipts of sales, no matter where it was bought, whether it be America, Canada, Iceland, or the moon. And then they don't know if they're going to be able to reprint it because they're already working on the second one. That sounds kind of iffy. A new 5e setting is available for Kickstarter. It's the Adventurer's Guide to the Bible. Yes, the Bible. This is not the first role-playing game product using Christianity as its basis, to my knowledge, but it is one of the first that's going to be released using the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons engine that we're aware of. It's a setting book and an adventure, mostly exploring the historical point in time that the Bible activities supposedly take place, but also the more, religious aspects of the Bible and that type of, I don't want to upset anybody by calling it fantasy or mythology, because obviously there's a lot of people who strongly believe that the Bible actually happened as printed, and there's other people who, believe that the Bible is, history with, I don't know. No, I think I should shut up before I upset somebody. Anyways, we have a picture of the cover. It's nice artwork, except there's this weird thing on the cover that looks a lot like a fire hydrant. I guess it's supposed to be a rock, but it looks a lot like a fire hydrant. I'm not sure if that's just my eyes or if that's intentional. Anyways, that's coming out. Hopefully it will actually do the product and the topic well and not just use it as a chance to say, D&D bad. Gen Con is in the news. We have details for the upcoming 2022 convention. Even though earlier they said they weren't going to be doing anything for January, and there has been some issues with Gen Con and some stuff that they have said and done in the last couple days. So, yeah, I'm going to avoid the actual topic, other than we do know that Gen Con 2022 is going on. Badges will go on sale January 30th. They'll be for $125 for the whole thing. Obviously, they're going to try and be COVID compliant. Is it going to be like last year, where we have a digital Gen Con, a physical Gen Con, and the pop-up Gen Cons? Which, let's see, Gen Con will also continue its online events, as well as the pop-up Gen Con at select hobby stores. So if you are a hobby store and can't get to Gen Con but want to, do the Gen Con pop-up, you should probably leak out to them now and ask them that you want to do it, so they can send you the stuff. Gen Con is currently scheduled for August 4th through 7th, 2022. My birthday, August 4th, 2022. Remember, subscribe to my vlog and help me hit 1,000 subs by August 4th, 2022. Berserk Games, developer of the tabletop simulator Virtual Tabletop, landed in hot water due to a controversial moderation policy banning users from stating that they are gay or trans due to the family-friendly chat policy. Twitter user Zoe Allard, Xoellred, posted chat logs from a discussion with the moderator where she was banned from chat for stating that she was transgender. A moderator on the official Tabletop Simulator Discord server responded with the following statement. Tabletop Simulator is about playing tabletop games, not a place to discuss sexuality, fetishes, politics. Keep that in your private lobbies or public chat where these things are the topic at hand. When asked whether the company considered being trans a fetish or political, no further statement was made from the moderator. The official Twitter account for Tabletop Simulator released a statement on January 8th, though bucked the trend by releasing it as an image of black text with white background rather than the reverse, black text on white background as opposed to white text on black background. We do not censor, suppress, ban users for expressing their identity, race, or organization. We actively take measures to ban users for harassing members of the LGBTQ community. A user got timed out from the chat for what was deemed disruptive behavior by spamming different keywords in an attempt to get flagged. This was misunderstood as punishing the user for expressing their identity. This was, of course, never the intent, and further confusion ensued in attempting to clarify this situation. Our policy is to keep cordial, inclusive, for the most part, on the topic of tabletop gaming. Tabletop Simulator supports LGBT, blah, 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 blah. The statement was immediately refuted by individuals and others who pointed out that the screenshot posted shows previously in a Google document that the individual was banned long before the keyboard spamming supposedly happened. Okay, yeah, another topic I probably shouldn't touch on in just the news, but apparently this happened. So to summarize, an individual was banned for saying they are transgender. Apparently, Tabletop Simulator's response was, hey, I don't care. This is a thing where we talk about tabletop games. You want to talk about your sexual choices or your identity, that's great. There's private chats. You can do that in your own chat. But if we're just talking about Settlers of Catan, then the only topic you should be talking about is Settlers of Catan. And then there are other people saying, oh, no, you were banning people before that. And they're saying, oh, no, we only banned one person because they were word spamming in an attempt to get attention. And the other people are saying, no, this was going on before the spamming ever happened. Yeah, okay, so this sounds like a lot like he said, she said. Each side has proof of supposedly what happened. And yeah, it's only going to get more and more weirder if I should stop talking about it before I get in trouble. Oh, too late. Okay, what's going on in the rest of the world besides that? It's bundle time! Fat Dragon Games and Humble Bumble released the Dragonlock and Ravenfall 2D and 3D printable terrain bundle this week. The bundle includes 3D printable terrain from Dragonlock series along with accessories and miniatures, plus 2D terrain from the Easy Dungeon and Ravenfall sets. The bundle benefits Children's Miracle Network hospitals and runs through February. So, and there's also pre-printed 3D bundle featuring over 50 ready-to-print miniatures. These miniatures feature more stylized designs similar to video games like World of Warcraft. And each miniature comes complete with a custom 5e set block. That's interesting. I don't know if that's the first time we've seen this happen, but it's definitely an interesting thing to do. Though the art is apparently a little bit more stylized as opposed to just sort of D&D artists. I don't know. So I guess that means some of them might have the stuff that you see in World of Warcraft, and since there's like guns and stuff in World of Warcraft. And that benefits the American Cancer Society and St. Jude's Research Center. Yeah. My brain's turning to mush. I don't know why you people listen to me. Maybe you listen to me because my brain's turning to mush and you think that's funny. Bundle of Holding time! This week on Bundle and Holding, we have The Expanse and Modern Age set. You can get the Modern Collection for $20 using the AGE system from Green Ronin Games. That includes Modern Age Companion, Threefold, which is a campaign setting, Enemies and Allies, Missions, and a Modern Age GM kit. There's also the Expanse Collection, which has the Expanse RPG, Expanse Game Master's Kit, Expanse, and 2 Expanse Adventures. We have a Mork Borg collection. We have a starter collection for $13. It includes Box of Shadows, Bridges of Muir, Clothes, Monsters and Towers of Scoundrels, and Fiskborg. And then we have the bonus collection, which includes some more adventures for Mork Borg. It does not apparently include the actual rules, unless the rules are considered is part of the Box of Shadows, and since I can't click this, I can't tell you. We have a Stars Without Numbers set. We have a starter collection featuring Stars Without Numbers, 16 stars, and the Stars Without Number revised GM screen for $8. And then we have a bonus collection with a bunch of adventures for Stars Without Numbers. Stars Without Numbers. Okay, it's going to be that kind of Monday. We have some stuff for the One Roll engine. We have Godlike, Wild Talents 2E, Better Angels, and ORE freebies. This is a $15 starter collection for the One Roll engine. There's a superhero game called Godlike. I don't know if it's the same one. And then some more stuff for the One Roll engine, including some adventures called Black Devil's Brigade, Will to Power, Grim War, E-Collapse, and This Favored Land. The One Rule engine, I don't know what that is, but they are from the company called Arc Dream. We have a Sigil Stone OSR box set. This is a complete collection of everything Sigils and Stones have done for 5 Torches Deep. So this is 5 Torches Deep, the rule, the supplement, some adventures, all for $15. And that is everything that's going on in the main gaming news. Let's see what's going on in the world of OSR by checking out course, we know there's a OSR Mega Sale over on DriveThruRPG, a huge sale of over 200 OSR products. That sale ends today. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out and any of these products sound like something you want to take a look at, if you're looking to get into 5e and are curious, or if you already are into 5e and there's just something you're missing, check this out. These are all PDFs. The print on demands are not on sale, just the PDFs. Okay, I apologize for not being able to speak correctly, but my brain is turning into mush as I get older. Live with it. We have, of course, the complete collection of all the changes to Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse, which we'll be going over in a separate vlog. And it is official for 2022. Our last story for the news today. Universally, the single most anticipated role-playing game for 2022 is, as if at this point in time, from multiple sources, Free League Publishing's Blade Runner tabletop role-playing game, scheduled for sometime in Q1 for 2022. The Blade Runner role-playing game, of all the Blade games we know that are coming out in 2022, and now mind you, there's still a lot of time between now and this time next year for another game to be announced that could become more exciting. But right now, the game that everybody in the industry across the entire planet, and once again, let me remind certain individuals who can't seem to get it into their head that there are other people around the world playing games besides the people in America who play Dungeons and Dragons. And you have to acknowledge that. Okay? And yeah. Dungeons and Dragons might be number one, but only in America, guys. The rest of the world, yeah, not so much. Call of Cthulhu number 2, yeah. So, yes, Blade Runner, most anticipated role-playing game for 2022 from Free League Publishing, and apparently this is problematic. I don't know why this is problematic. I guess because it's not a product that Wizards of the Coast is making for 5e, and oh my god, how dare there be other game companies? How dare there be other games? How dare there be competition for 5e? Well, sorry, there is competition for 5e. It's highly anticipated. On the other hand, there's not a single 5e Wizards of the Coast product that is anywhere on the list for most anticipated. The closest we have is Sky Pirates of Abraxas from Tracy Hickman and from Hickman and Witt and Margaret Weiss and Joe Montioldo. And I think more people are excited about that because of the people who made it than they are about the actual product. Because it's Hickman and Weiss, and we know that Hickman and Weiss can do amazing stuff. And crappy stuff, but amazing stuff. I mean, Pharaoh, Ravenloft, Dragonlance. So it is on the list, but it's not number one, but it is a 5e product. But the number one most anticipated tabletop role-playing game for 2022, as of this moment, Free League Publishing's Blade Runner, apparently is problematic. I don't see how it's problematic, because there's more to the world than just D&D, and it might force Wizards of the Coast to step up when they look and go, oh yeah, this is another year where we're not nominated for anything. We're not being nominated for any games, any awards. The Games Workshop guy got knighted, and the most anticipated top 5 games, none of them are our stuff. So if Wizards of the Coast, sees competition as a way to make them be more progressive and do more stuff that actually will excite the publishing, this is a good thing. If they don't care that their product line is completely being ignored by the tabletop role-playing game community throughout the world, well, that shows something as well. And anyways, that's the news. I keep talking, but apparently I can't talk. I don't know why. It's probably just early, or, I'm old. My brain doesn't work. Anyways, if you appreciate any of this content, even my mistakes, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content, let me know. If there's something you don't like, let me know. I can't fix what's broken if you don't tell me what's broken. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs by August 4th, 2022. Have a great day. We will be back with the Mordenkainen's Monster Menagerie of Nonsense read through a little later today. See ya.